Pelicans out there with Baller, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Mitchell Robinson out there with Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. And New Year's Day, Greg, a time to turn the page and look ahead.
And hopefully to better days. A time for renewed hope and renewed commitments, and everybody's an optimist on the first of the year.
Reyes, he's covered by Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Shot's good from Reyes. Here's Jackson. Leonard looking over the floor. About a minute played so far here in the first. Can't connect from short range. With the drive, count the basket. Baller's got his second basket.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
And that's a foul called on Baller. That's his first foul.
And that's a first foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Jackson has the open look. Offline with his 3. New Orleans with the ball. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And it seems odd to say, given that they won that pretty easily, but really they did not look especially strong in that game.
They were really fortunate to come away with that victory. It wasn't their finest game, but hopefully they'll be better here in this one.
Irving passes to Reyes. Loads it up for Williamson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Irving passes to Reyes. The 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Stolen by Robinson. George against Irving. Jackson. And that one goes long.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big that won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him, but boy, you can't teach size and athleticism, and that's what he brings to the party.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
You don't have that one guy who can shoot.
Pelicans leading by 12. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Preston in at the point. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Baller in that last game against the Suns was outstanding. He ended up with 62 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He put up great numbers and a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
Pass to Preston. And again, no good by the Clippers. Reyes, the pass to Williamson. to the paint. Paul George with the steal. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Good D by Williamson.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Reyes, the pass to Watkins. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Now, here's Kennard. His last outing, he had 8 points. Basket counts.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Pelicans leading by 17. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. George passes to Zubats. Out left to the wing. Williamson with the block.
The timing and reach on display. Zion is unreal at coming up with rejections.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Outside, George and Kennard wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by George.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Williamson.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
Clippers trail by 20. Here's Preston. No good there. Good D by Williamson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Kennard against Murphy. Offensive rebound. Pass to Preston. There's the triple. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Reyes. Kennard covering. Paul George with the steal. Now the pass to Preston. From downtown. That shot misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And Hayes throws it down. Here's Preston. An 11-point game for him in the win against Golden State. And it's blocked by Reyes. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Mann's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Alexander Walker's checked in. Here's Mann, and it's blocked by Reyes. There's the drive. Count it. Good. Baller's got 7 points here in this quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Robinson's checked in for Zubats. Clint Capella, he's checked in for New Orleans. And it's George missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And he drives in, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And New Orleans also making a change. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Hayes. Passes to Reyes. Lobs it up there for Ingram. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Because of that length, Ingram can catch that pass no matter where you put it.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Capella.
Look at that athletic play by Clint Capella, leaping up with enough airtime to grab it and slam it.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Reyes. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line.
And see the differences between the regular season and playoff basketball. Break them down for us.
You know, Kevin, it's a higher level of intensity, and execution is a must. It's also hard to prepare for the playoffs until you've experienced it.
Johnson, he's checked in for Paul George. And the Pelicans also making a change. Irving's checked in.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow. The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Reyes, who's guarded by Johnson. Reyes, the pass to Irving. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Reyes, the pass to Capella. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. No good from Reyes. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Inside. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Irving. Pass to Reyes. Here's Mann. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Jackson misses. New Orleans has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Reyes, the pass to Ingram. Intercepted. Here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful.
It's stolen. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's Reyes. A three-pointer, no good. The Clippers shooting just 31% in the game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jackson passes to Robinson. Down low, here's Johnson. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
From outside the arc, offensive rebound, Capella, Robinson with the block. Now Jackson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the basket by Johnson.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Reyes. Trains it from beyond the arc. Baller's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pelicans.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
Rock loose. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
Here's Johnson outside for Jackson. From outside, off the mark.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Here's Reyes. And the Pelicans miss again. Here's Man. Off the left rim and out. And so it's New Orleans, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we into the second half of our broadcast. Baller having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
So for New Orleans right now, the talented front court pair is Ingram and Williamson. Baller is out there with Irving, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low.
Reggie Jackson still provides scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
And the dunk by Capella.
Clint Capella only takes shots within his arsenal. Good at playing within himself.
The Clippers shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Outside, George. Outside for Jackson. Oh, good with the triple.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the middle. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The shot's good from Reyes.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And here's Los Angeles. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. Here's Leonard. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 16.
The offensive game of Leonard continues to get better. He's just so efficient on this end.
It's good from long range. And that's now 24 points for Ballin.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
George passes to Robinson. To the inside. Shoots from 14. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. New Orleans moving it around. Stolen by Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. They get a hand on it. Reyes. He's covered by Leonard. Ingram passes to Reyes. Here's the three. They get it again. Robinson with the block. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That was with force by Kawhi. Dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Reyes, guarded by Jackson. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Outside, George. Jackson with it. Looking to get it going. That shot is off. Good D by Williamson. Reyes, guarded by Jackson. Here's Reyes, connects on the 9-footer. Baller's got 26 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That one falls.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
From deep three-point range, and he nails the three. Not a shot from beyond the arc there from Reyes.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Jackson, and Capella sends it back.
We've been spoiled by watching Clint Capella do this for years and years. He's such a skilled defender.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Devontae Graham's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Leonard on the wing, covered by Williamson. Leonard, no luck. New Orleans gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the pass to Reyes. Back to Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's George. The Clippers rebound. Robinson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Robinson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Wasted no time on that one. George has got 11 points.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Here's Reyes. Tips it. Williamson on the follow. Williamson's got 20.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Leonard against Williamson. Preston can't hit.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Lobs it up there for Ingram. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
George against Graham. It's good. Nice touch there from Reyes. Waller's got 31. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Goes back up. Preston can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Reyes, the pass to Capella, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Passes it to Preston. Now here's Leonard, and stolen by Williamson. For three, Ingram, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Leonard against Williamson. Outside Leonard. On the wing, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George, double team. Yes, that goes in. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice recognition from Paul George there. Understanding the shot clock situation and cashing in.
Here's Reyes. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most. And he is delivering.
Leonard against Williamson. And it's good, 2 points. Leonard's got 20 points. New Orleans has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside, George. Pass to Preston. Lays it up off the glass. Preston's got 7 points in the game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
For the 3. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from Reyes.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Preston passes to Robinson. This one for 3. They get it back. And Capella sends it back. Here's Reyes. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
And one thing that's obvious from interviews and social media is that Brandon Ingram has a terrific work ethic.
Yeah, this is a guy who really knows the value of hard work. It seems like he's always putting in hours at the gym or working on finding new ways to evolve his game.
And the 3 ball is good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Leonard on the wing, covered by Williamson. Inside, Ingram with the steal.
2 minutes.
And that's a foul called on Baldwin. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Third turnover of the quarter, and he has got to value that basketball more.
Down low, off the run, rejected by Reyes, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. lets the three fly, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And that's the kind of league pass we've come to expect from him.
Reyes, Kennard covering. No good from Reyes. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. To the middle, Kennard kicks to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you look at the... Here's Jackson. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They got Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Johnson, and it's man in at the small forward position. Well, for New Orleans, shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Here's Reyes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Johnson inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some of the kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Reyes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal.
Inside Keon Johnson. That's good from Reyes. Ricky Rubio checked in for New Orleans.
At the line for
both free throws good from Reyes. And here's Holiday. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And that one is good.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Deep. They grabbed their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Holiday. Rebound by Reyes. Ballers, the Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Ball's knocked loose. And New Orleans pushing it up now. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And I just love how he's banging down low. It's hard work to let them use some more of the clock here. Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Feeds to Rubio. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Holiday. It's good. Holiday's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
pass to Watkins. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line, they needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Reyes, he's guarded by Johnson. Drives to the hoop. Good, he hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Holiday, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Holiday's got 13 points in the second half. Here's Reyes, and the call will be against Robin Lopez.
Robin Lopez.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with, and my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Driving the lane, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Team foul. At the line for the Pelicans. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Los Angeles making a switch here. Both free throws good from Reyes.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Preston passes to Lopez. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Lopez. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson.
I'll tell you what, you appreciate Robin Lopez's energy and his toughness.
The pass to Watkins. Here's Reyes. And it's off from three-point range. The Clippers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Johnson, a wide open look. Here's Silva. And it's blocked. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Silva's got his first bucket in this one. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Rubio, the pass to Reyes. A 3-ball. They get the rebound. Hernan Gomez. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. The tray. Good D by Johnson.
He clearly wants to try and close this game out strong, but your deep range isn't there. You just can't keep forcing it.
Preston can't hit. The Pelicans shooting, and offensive execution has been beyond great. They are 63% from the floor in this game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
That's good from Reyes. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing. But I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
And that one misses. The Pelicans shooting 40% in the fourth. Here's Reyes. Tries again. Shakes him. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. The shot's good from Reyes.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Shot's good by Kennard.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Takes the three. No good from Reyes.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Preston. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And here are the Pelicans now. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Here's the lob to the hoop. Now here is Holiday to the paint. That's a two from Kennard. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all the hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys have been knowing each other for a long time, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
Lopez against Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Watkins passes to Reyes. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Preston. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Silva. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Murphy's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Reyes. Offensive rebound. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Outside Holiday. It's blocked. And they recover it. Kennard for 3. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Here's Hernan Gomez. 2 points. That one goes. Hernan Gomez has got 6 here in this quarter. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And here's Preston. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Here's Reyes. And Silva pulls it down.
Yeah, and he had to be tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Kennard, the pass to Preston. Back to Kennard. pass to Preston. 6 to shoot over Murphy. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
Enjoy the hard work here tonight. Into a tally in the win.